I said Ashanti.
Well, then Alicia.
Oh.
I mean,
Ashanti's a writer. She writes.
Yeah, you're right. And then I was gonna say Ashanti had the whole look, the whole vibe.
Yeah. She was the product.
I can't shine her for. Yeah, she was just.
Alicia's a performer.
She's a performer as well, but a different kind of performer.
She's not a stage performer. She's a performer with her instrument.
Piano. Yeah. So that's what I mean by a different kind of performer.
Dancing.
Yeah. So Ashanti, like, let's say if Ashanti knew how to play the piano, she'd be at that piano, blah, 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 and then she'd be on that stage too.
I say
hey,
Mary J.
At the tip
what
of
Mary
my
J?
tongue. Because you didn't mention Jennifer Hudson. You didn't mention
No.
mention Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah.
You didn't mention a lot of other.
That's just vocal.
I mean, this kind of leads into what we was gonna say next. What are your biggest musical influences? Would you say?
Or inspiration.
Well, on the artist spotlight, I didn't mention Alicia, even though she is biggest one. I had said Whitney.
Of course.
Right.
Yes.
And Diana for old school. And then I had said Fantasia. I don't know, does she play an instrument? No.
She's a performer and a singer.
She got a strong voice, though. Like Jennifer Hudson, like, she got super strong.
I wouldn't say she's too much of a singer-songwriter. She wrote some Fantasia.
I mean, same with Whitney. Whitney wasn't a singer. She was a singer,
strong
but not
voice.
a songwriter.
Yeah. Super strong voice.
And she said it. She famously said, "Give me a song. I'm not writing it, but I'll sing the heck out of it."
And that's kind of the type of artist I want to float into being. Sometimes I get drained and tired of writing my own songs. If you have and this is where I was excited to bring out that I was working with a guitarist who could teach me what key I'm in or something, because it's just like that's how I could learn music as well. Other writers. Other people coming into publishment that can guide the production into a sound that everybody essentially wants to hear, not just something I want to give off.
Right.
And then so now when I'm listening to the songs,
that's dope,
that memory is always there. Like that would have never been there if so and so didn't hear that and told me to do that and put that in there. And a lot of the times that's the note or the key that the fans are remembering and hearing about the song.
Is there anybody new school that you like look at and you're like, oh, I like the way, like we talked a little bit about her, but like is it SZA? Okay.
I mean, her album's at number 1, right?
Fire, gas.
But you know it, and it's
gas. It's gas.
Not look. I'm with you there. Not every song.
Yeah.
For it to be a number 1 album and not every song hits for me.
Gas, though.
And knowing what type of artist that I used to really like, my mom used to have a whole album of CDs in her car. And when I say it was the G Units, just the remember how the collaboration used to be every single song on the album. You know what I'm saying?
We live in a different era though now. It's streams and all this other crap.
But we don't have them type of artists. I believe in myself like that. I'm working on an album where I'm like, I orchestrated it for it to be like, nah, they wouldn't be able to let this song go. So I'm gonna put that there, and it's only gonna be. I think her album got more than 15 tracks, right?
Right.
My album only got maybe 10 or 11, right? Giving them to us short and easy. But it's like if that could be a top album. And it's not the way that we used to funk back in the day where each song could be on the radio.
That's true.
I have a chance.
Right. And my always comparison is like a Mariah Carey. You know what I mean?
We talk.
I just downloaded The Emancipation.
That
all over again.
Whole joint.
The girl doesn't.
I was like 06, right? 05?
I don't. Yeah. The girl doesn't have to do nothing. Yeah. She has to do nothing, and she gains every year.
I was just listening to that yesterday, and I was listening to it so closely to where I'm like, this is about to be my new anthem, because what she's saying right now is my life, no stress, no fights, I'm leaving it all behind. It spoke to my soul, and I'm like, Jermaine Dupri, that was in my artist spotlight, I had mentioned him. Because it's like every production, every collaboration was a hit. It didn't matter who he got up on it, who he threw a beat to. Mimi came through and was like, oh yeah, this is a hit. And it was funny because I'm listening to how he put his whole ad-libs in. He was like, ha ha ha, laughing through the whole song. And the shit that she was saying was funny because she said, them chickens is ash and I'm lotion. Yeah.